Alright, chapter 11. The rope knot splices the gear. The chapter gives you the figure of the table to illustrate the various rope knots. To show the three-strand ropes construction. And then component first aid load elongation cover the comparative elastic after cycle loads. Percentage of the Berkeley breaking strength. Kevlar, polyester, and polyester. Three-strand nylon, three-strand nylon, braid, elongation. Percent of the breaking strength, elongation. Kevlar, polyester, nylon 2 and 1 brand, nylon 3, strand nylon brand. Three-strand laid, 8-strand plated rope data, more rope data, and then we'll do this. Vertical hitch, I endless, choker hitch 5 degree maximum, basket hitch alternative. Endless, I8 bolt, bath hitch, vertical length cross section configuration. Show the stranding running end, bite loop running round turn. Propylene rope sling rated capacity. More darts. Alright, figure 11 5 overhand knot. The simplest of the make the form of the plow with the number. Many of the knot is often tied to end of the rope. End of the rope to prevent the strain of the unraveling it. Slow stop knot to prevent the rope from slipping through the back. This is a fish. Is oil end of the object of the guide. To keep erect the hoist half inch is ordered. Give it another knot. Used with another knot. Hitch a half hitch with a half thrown around with the standing part of the line. After trying tying clove hitch makes it very to 2 half hitches used in attaching rope anchoring, snubbing, and you could quickly made it easily untied. All right, 11/18 square knot. You the 2 tie ropes to get approximately the same sort of the knot slip. They can usually untie with even heavier if the frame that has been put in line. You the square knot, 2 bind length leads the lash pole together, exchange without slidings, raised transformer and form touching blocks and cross arms. This of the method of making a square knot, passing left and overhead right, under the passing right, under the bed over the left, and then completing the drum. And then this with when making a square knot, must be taken the ring part of the rope passing through the other same of the direction from the round above the downward vice versa. Otherwise, carrying knot is able that will not hold. This shows a square knot. Standing part of the both ropes must cross the other. What's left not known as the thief knot formed. 11/12 single sheet bend is used with the ropes, especially the unequal side of it is more careful than the square knot. The more typical end of the made form looping on end of the rope, and end of the other rope has over the loop underneath the end of the same part, and down the loop is formed. The bowline used to place the loop in the end of the line. The slip of the pull tight. Use the bowline attached to the comb along with the wire grip of the rope attached to the tail line hook ladders as a loose knot to throw on the conductor to hold them clear while working on the poles. Alright, this is how to make a bowline knot. Threading the braid below, leading it around the strand, standing in it, and then back through the bite. See the accomplished bladed bowline. 11/15, a running bowline knot used in the handle line bowl rope that you've tied around and to the point that cannot be safely reached in such an event. Double bowline knot used to form a loop in the middle of the rope that will not slip with the strain and pull it put on it, and then a bowline of the bite is used to place the loop and place the loop in something away from the end of the rope. You the game can hold the rope guy with the double backing to the blind right with the mush is the set of the blocked bowline bite with a good seat for the man when he's suspended on a rope. This take by the rope and then proceed as with the bowline tip of the stroke at the end of the down through the butt by the knot carry the height over the hole drawn up. Leave the double and not double and standing part land over loop under standing part of the signal. 11/18 intermediate bowline knot, use the attaching rope with a rope directly. Alright, a clove hitch is usually attached to the pole, but not will not slip again. Will not slip object. Object desired alignment with the clove hitch. Silent temper. Make a hitch place into the rope around the spar timber. Then it's over itself with around the spar and pass on the end over the under itself between the rope and the spar with its zone. This is a timber hitch. You've attached the rope the poles to hold on the ground plate. It would be impossible to use a truck or winch line and spot. The timber hitch is sometimes used to send cross arm aloft. The hitch forms a secure temporary fastening, may be easily undone. Similar half hitch may be secured and instead of being passed under the standing part of the rope once, will round around the standing part with 3 or 4 times the figure. Alright, figure 1121 shows the snubbing that hitch runs used to attach to the rope for the anchoring snubbing purposes, and then 1122 show the 2 taut rope hitch knots. You can attach one rope to another. Roll bending, you attach the rope to the wire and then to the large wire rope, pulling up to you to just get and pull the timbers. Alright, untwist the strand of the rope with the road truck strand, the with the cross strand behind it. Tuck the strand 3 behind the shoulder. Stand 1 bypass over the adjacent strand under the next one. Similarly, chuck the 3 strands 3, and then chuck the strand 2 strand until it continues with the third tuck with the natural fiber. The fold of the tuck with the synthetic fiber ropes had made the end. Each strand of the tape with the slit with the strand remove the 1/3 of each one to make the truck with the remaining 2/3 of each strand. Move the half of the remainder of each of the strand makes the final tuck with place the space between the floor with the smooth out with the cut out surplus flush without the side of the strands. Alright, untwist the strand with the rope length with the 24-inch of the area with the 2 the rope be cut between the A on the one of the rope and the L between the strands of the other. Put by the end of the rope and together. Strangly temporary strand the 2 and 2/3 temporary the rope and show them above the opening tuck strand A. Tuck strand A and passing the adjacent strand under the next one. Pull tight. Similarly, tuck the strand B. The tuck strand C. The pull all strands tight lengths 1. Remove the tape and the tuck strands 1 and then A tuck strands 2 and then finally splice fiber. Tuck the strand. The full pull all strands continue with the 6 not tuck fiber. Have them made each strand. Tape the split with the strands. Remove the 1/3 of each to make tuck 1 remaining 2/3 of each strand. Remove the half of the remainder of each strand. Make the final tuck. Roll the space between the foot and the floor with the smooth out and cut out surfaces and end flush with the outside strands. Alright, untwist the strand of each of the rope 10 12 to take care of preserve the natural twist of the rope marry the 2 ropes between laying the lines show the relatively alternatively between the strand of the other but the end of the rope together tightly and lay with the strand of the 2 with the leave it until the 6 inches strand of the receiver remains. The strand C it together with the overhand of the down stone and similar with the strands A and together working the 2 overhand down and then lay with the strand B. Lay strand 3 inches until the 6 inches strands with 3 main side strands together in the same place. Man, the first 2 pair parts. F untwist each strand as little to make it the flattened tuck within passing other strands and not under the adjacent strand tape or the split the strand remove the 1/3 each of the 1 tuck remain with the 2/3 each of the strand remove the half remain with each of the strand make the final tuck roll to the splice between your foot and the floor smooth out cut off the surplus ends of the flesh out the strand long splice fiber rope long splice usually permanently to join 2 ropes which pass through the closing footing pulley. Alright, and then there's this one which is inline splice 12 strand braided synthetic rope wire. Alright, mark fill the length of the these are also I splice 12 strand braided synthetic fiber rope. Your I splice double braid synthetic fiber rope. And then you have the continued personal string with a splice knotted rope, 100% straight rope, I splice 90, short splice 80, timber hitch and a half hitch 65, bowline clove hitch 60, square and sheep bend 50, and over knot and half knot percentage strength 45. Low lift 2 times the safety over the rope. Single part, 2 parts, single double block. 3 times safety over the rope, approximately double 3 parts, single block. 4 times safety load on rope, approximately double the 4 parts, double the block. 5 times safe load, approximately 5, triple 5 parts, double the block. 6 times safe load, triple the parts, and triple block. 7 times quadruple, 7 parts, triple block. Alright, 4 parts, 2 plus 2, 5 part, 2 plus 3, 6 part, 3 plus 3. And that completes ropes and knots and splices and gears.